changing this is part 2 of Programming in Visual Basic 2010 by Bradley and Millspaugh. Not by me, by Bradley and Millspaugh. So I want you to learn how to change the font. It's pretty easy. You just go and look for the font. It's this thing right here. And then if you click on it, it'll have this little ellipse, 3 dots, 3 periods. Call it an ellipse. And we can change the font here. We can change the font style. And of course it says to change the font size to 12. Click OK. And if we run it, when we get the hello world message, it will be a larger font. It will be 12 points instead of 8 points. And that will be demonstrated right now. Hello world. Isn't that interesting? The exit button still works. And now we want to do push me. We're going to add 2 new buttons. We're going to add another language, so we already have it in English. This is going to become the Spanish button, and this is going to become a print button. So if we change push me, we're going to change the text to English. I'm going to change this to Spanish. We're going to name it Spanish button. I guess we can name this English button. And then this is going to be named the print button. Print button. It's going to display the text print. So you have to really pay attention to what properties you're using and what thing you're giving the properties to. Like, make sure you have the correct thing selected, and then make sure you're changing the correct property down here, as you could just be on the form, which is this thing on the outside. So now English already has. We want to give Spanish on page 40. I want you to add a remark. Spanish. Hello world message. And then we're going to put message label text. It's just the exact same thing as we did for the first button, but it's going to say Hola Mundo, just Spanish. And then for the print, we actually have to go back, and we're going to go all the way to the bottom, select print form, double click on it, and it'll show up down here. So that means we have a print form loaded up, but it doesn't know where to use it yet. It's not as easy as just dragging it onto the button. You still have to give it some commands And over here on page 41, it explains how to do that. We're going to apostrophe print the form on the printer. And then we're going to do that by saying print. Oops. My computer is so slow. Print form 1. I just press the period. And then print action space equals printing print action to preview. And then the next line is you want to add print form 1 period print. You want to add the two parentheses. Sounds like a bad Pulp Fiction movie. The two parentheses, like the two Jakes. So that should be it right there. It's just that it's actually not that difficult. Print form 1, the print action is going to be to print. I don't really understand that. You just write what it says. Just be a good boy. And then it wants you to learn to do this, which is add some remarks. Project is date, so of course 10, was it the 20th? I don't know. Of course it's I don't know. The description. This project will display a hello world message in two different languages and print the form. That's what you gotta do. And then when you print it, it'll look exactly like this, except you'll have correct capitalization and maybe more detailed descriptions in your comments. But other than that, that is how it's got to look. Except for your comments. Well, let's test it out. Testing. And that would be, look at that. That's what you want to print. That's at least that you want to print preview. These buttons don't work, I don't believe. Because this is as far as you get. So I guess everything's working.